Welcome back to Director's Choice. The cave boy and honor his father's death.
Come in here.
But there was an entirely different outcome shortly after the two met. Spot, on the other hand, was a young boy who was either lost or abandoned in the wild. He had no family, and he had to learn to do things by himself in order to survive. While Arlo knew the comfort of having family and had experienced it, Spot didn't. Nonetheless, the two of them were on a journey of self-discovery. By the time they met, while Arlo was trying to capture Spot, both of them found a kindred spirit in each other, and it laid the foundation for their friendship. They have a nostalgic effect. From the moment that they meet, after Arlo lets Spot get away from the cave boy trap, there's a very high nostalgic effect that these characters bring to the screen. It's the familiar feeling you get when you watch other animations where the characters who do not like each other have to rely on each other for survival. Their friendship develops like one of Pixar's oldest animations, Toy Story, and they bear some similarity to the main characters, Woody and Buzz Lightyear.
Star Command, come in. Do you read me? Why don't they answer?
The friendships in both movies start off with one character wanting to do away with the other, but eventually they find a common ground and work together to help each other achieve their results. It's the heartwarming type of friendship that makes viewers feel like they're part of the story. Arlo and Spot didn't have the best circumstances by a wide margin, but they found the best in each other and developed an absolutely amazing friendship. You can't watch a scene of their interaction with one another and not feel the sense of familiarity with how easily they fell into their joint routines and how tightly they bonded after deciding to stick together. Their friendship is reminiscent of several other great friendships between Pixar characters like Joy and Sadness from Inside Out and Mike and Sully from Monsters, Inc., and Disney characters like Timon and Pumbaa from The Lion King and Copper and Todd from The Fox and the Hound. They are an unlikely pair that make it work. What do you get when you put a young sheltered dinosaur and a young boy who has never known family together? A lifetime of friendship, apparently. Arlo was the youngest child of his family because he came out of his shell last. As a result, he had to constantly catch up with his siblings.
You're gonna finish your job right now.
Despite his efforts, Arlo was a very fearful child with a literal fear of everything. Meanwhile, Spot, on the other hand, was a young boy who wandered the forest alone and was actually known as a cave boy because of the time he spent living in caves when he wasn't busy raiding the silos of the dinosaurs, who were farmers. These two characters have very little in common, but through a series of events, they ended up becoming the best of friends. Naturally, you wouldn't pair them together, but as their friendship blossomed, it became obvious that they were just right for each other. What's there not to love about a friendship between the two most unlikely characters? When described alone, they sound nothing alike, but when you watch them together as friends, you realize that their imperfection is what makes them a perfect pair. They always look out for each other. When it comes to friendship, care and loyalty are the most important factors, and that's why we love Arlo and Spot's friendship. The power dynamic between them is almost non-existent, because the big creature, who should naturally be the protector, is often struck with fear and can't do much beyond his natural capacity with his body. Meanwhile, the smaller character has courage that goes far beyond his years and size, and the two of them have created an almost perfect synergy in their friendship with one another. Spot won't let any of the other animals belittle Arlo because his friend may not be brave enough to face them head on. For a pair that doesn't really communicate with words, Arlo and Spot have the natural camaraderie of true friends, and they never let it falter because they always look out for each other. At the end, when the time came to split up, the both of them wanted to stick together. But a part of looking out for one another involves helping the other party make the right choice, which they did. They are non-judgmental towards one another. For characters that are so different from each other in terms of personality, appearance, and attitude, Arlo and Spot have no prejudices against each other. Sure, hunting Spot may have led to the death of Arlo's father, Papa Henry, but it wasn't a big enough wedge to destabilize their friendship. Arlo doesn't question Spot's nightly howls, and Spot doesn't make fun of Arlo's fears.
I told you to stay away from me.
They understand each other, despite their limited verbal communication, and their mutual playfulness bounces easily off one another. Their friendship is so much like that of best friends who have known each other all their lives, and that's probably because of the number of challenges and adventures they have to overcome together in the short period of knowing each other. The friendship between Arlo and Spot reminds us of what being friends should really be like. They're completely loyal and trusting towards one another, and they accept each other without setting boundaries. Everyone deserves to find friends who are willing to help you achieve your goals without making the friendship a burden for you to deal with. Friendship should be natural and not forced, because that's the only way it can truly be a pure bond. And that's exactly why we love Arlo and Spot's friendship. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us on the breakdown of why we love Arlo and Spot's friendship. Take a look at this other recent clip by Director's Choice, and make sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell to get alerts for all our latest videos.